Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Total Nonstop Racing League. It's the English Auto 120 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Joining me in the booth, as always, is Joe. I am Bob, and tonight's race is going to be a blast. Tires will be at a premium. You never really know what lane someone in front of you is going to try to run, but most importantly, do not speed on pit road. It is going to catch you out, and these drivers are going to have a lot to think about here in 120 laps at the Magic Mile.
Absolutely. It's looking like it's going to be a real fun one out here.
I am so excited for it. This is going to be a great race. I'm already looking forward to seeing what these guys can do, as practice is slowly winding down here this evening and the drivers are getting themselves ready to roll. Jamar Dumas here, so far 8th fastest on the board. A lot of guys honestly now just practicing entering pit road, getting into their pit box, because it is so easy to speed on pit road. Right there with the 14 of Ethan Amberg flying in. He does make it under the pit speed. And he shows off a little bit there as well. So that will call it quits for our practice session. Newcomer to the league, Tyler Bowling, signed up this morning. Puts it fastest on the board. But let's see what anyone else is going to be doing here for qualifying. Jeff Dillon, one of the first drivers out.
It is tradition lately for these newcomers to come in and just put out a real hot lap.
Yeah, just flying down there. Let's jump on board with Dillon to take a look to see what it's like around this 1 mile flat paperclip-esque racetrack. Brake just after the 2, let the car wash up the track. Might have washed up a little bit more than Dillon wanted to see there. Through turn 1, back onto the accelerator, down the back straightaway. And those braking markers are huge. You see them hanging up against the fence. Those are going to be a big help if you're side by side, as Dillon gets real sideways out of 2, or out of 4. He lets Ryan Shelton by. Dillon with that slide, 31.81. So far, Adam Boislard fastest on the board, as Ethan Amberg passes him.
What is that, 2 hairs?
I would even say half a hair at this point. 30.943 versus a 0.949. Shelton to the top of the charts with a 30.827. Colby in the chat asking about what the name of the song in the intro music was. That's actually it's a few songs kind of cut together from the YouTube creator soundtrack section. So I don't know off the top of my head. I think I have some credits in the description to check out, but I'm not entirely sure of the name of the song, because it's a few of them just kind of cut together. The more you know.
It slaps.
It's been a while since I've updated it, but I don't think I need to at this point. There's Steve Bivacqua in the number 36 machine. Back into the Peeps car. keep an eye on the championship standings. Adam Boislard so far fastest on the board and fastest in the championship. His point lead over Ryan Shelton, but look at that, 1, 2, 3 in the standings. Currently 1, 2, 3 in the top 5 in qualifying. That is.
You never know with the race race.
And you see the Bryce Hedgecock P100. That just means he is yet to put in a qualifying time, though he is out on the track right now. Yes, he's 100th out of roughly 24, 25 cars signed up for tonight.
Yeah, turns out he started with 3 wheels.
Ah, that'll do it. You had to say something.
That's my bad. We really started earlier.
But you know, we'll get the commentator's curse out of the way.
Yeah. Gaggle of cars over there.
And that, I mean, that's going to be the hard part of this track, is exiting out of turns 2 and 4. Specifically 2, for whatever reason, it's a little more difficult. Because you kind of, you say, all right, cool, you know, we got into turn 1, let me get on the gas, and you spin the tires a little too much. And that back end just wants to chase the nose around. There's the 81 of Martin Plute back in his St. Louis-inspired paint scheme. Y'all would have thought that I saw the fleur-de-lis and would have said New Orleans, but it's St. Louis.
So look what you've done.
Listen.
You say St. Louis, I see, is it Chimay?
Oh, yeah, the beer.
Yeah, the beer. Every time I see his car, I get a little thirsty.
So just wrapping up. Very weak flag waving there by Barney, the flag man.
Maybe he has carpal tunnel. He's gotta.
I mean,
he does this literally all day, every day.
That is also valid. You are not wrong there. But let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the English Auto 120 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. On the pole is the 06 machine of Adam Boislard. And on his outside in row number 1 is Ryan Shelton. Row number 2 sees the 99 of Philip Scott alongside Martin Plute. And row number 3 is Ethan Amberg and Tyler Cadd. Row number 4, we see Shane Ewing, our sponsor for tonight's race, alongside Quentin Sylvia. Rounding out the top 10, the 52 of Jeff Dillon and Jamar Dumas in 10th. In 11th, go for it, Joe.
In row 6, we have Brandon Buchwald and Menotti Major, P11 and P12. Row 7, we have Steve Bovacqua and Bryce Hedgecock. Row 8, we have Matt Allen and Tim Branson, loving the car. Row 9, Scott Leonard and Jason Shue takes P17 and P18. And in row 10, we have Nick Simpson and Mark McFadden.
In row number 11, we see the 4 of Adam Stewart. And one of the newcomers here tonight to TNR, Tyler Bowling. Fastest in practice, did not put a qualifying lap in. And in row number 12, we see Eric Jeffrey alongside Stan Hausman. And rounding out our field tonight actually is Stan Hausman. So this is going to be a very fun race. I am looking forward to it. A lot of differing strategies. Tires will actually be a little more important than fuel is. They can do about 80 laps on fuel, but drivers are going to want to pit early for tires. So we'll see how that one works.
Yeah.
Pace car pulls off. Field in the command of the 06 of Adam Boisler. Green flag is in the air. And we are racing here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Great jump there by Boisler. He's going to get in front of the 54 and the 99 as they battle out for second. Martin Plout there on the outside. Oh, and Ethan Amberg almost gets into the 81.
Yeah, everyone's got to figure out everyone else's lines. Like you said, there's a lot of different lines you could take on these turns, and what you might have is not what the guy in front of you has.
That is for sure. We saw it yesterday in the NASCAR Cup Series race. Saw it a little bit in the Speed Highline Diecast Cup Series on Thursday night. So I'm expecting to see something like that happen again here tonight in TNR too. You can kind of already see it, some of the cars in the back of the pack, some guys wrapping the bottom. I mean, this is also one of those tracks that you could actually run the apron through the corner if you really get the car hooked up right and use that 2 degrees of banking and really kind of help the car steer. So that's going to be interesting when when the time comes, people's tires fall off. You'll see a lot of guys moving up towards the front early and then start to fall back because they cook the tires way too much. So it's going to be interesting to see, what exactly happens there.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we see, Adam Boisler puts the fastest lap up on the board with a 30.58. A little bit further back, Joe, this is just a bit of a mosh pit coming out of 4.
Yeah, it's really just every bad for themselves. Where's your line? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, you're on the inside, so I just have to stay up to your right, and wherever you run, we'll be good.
Yeah. Don't touch us.
Yeah. Sylvia Hedgecock there fighting it out. Here's Steve Bavacqua in front of Matt Allen, able to sneak up in front of him. Here we are on board with the 36. He's going to get around the 42 of Sylvia. Sylvia, very fast driver. He's certainly going to be looking to get back around the 36 as soon as he can. And you can even hear it on the 36 with the way he's just modulating the throttle, just trying to do everything he can to help him make the corner.
Yeah, you can really see all the time gained there from him is just where he's braking.
Yes, some guys are going to drive it in super deep. Some guys are going to be a little more conservative and brake early. And we see the 18 adventuring down to the apron, trying to see if there's more grip there. We saw it work pretty well in the Speed Cup Series on Thursday, where guys were using the apron to help them turn, and it worked surprisingly well for some guys.
Yeah, I feel like I recall that from last season. These guys love getting down there late race.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's the 85 of Bowling. He's already moved his way up through the field. Bowling +4 to start the race.
He's way down there.
And I mean, look at that line all the way down on the bottom, using the apron on exit. Corey Corshen in the comments saying, watch out for that 85. He is certainly got a hot rod here tonight. He's working, trying to get around the 96 of Bookwald. Meanwhile, the top five, or top from second to fifth, all nose to tail. Everyone fans out through the corner, and then, all right, time to get back in line here.
It's like mother duck.
Yeah. All right, you guys go have fun down in the corners, but when we're in line, me first. As we're on board here with Ryan Shelton, there's Philip Scott, dives down to the inside. Can't quite make the move stick. He's going to lower it down again. Another great battle brewing here between the 99 and the 81. Very cool to see these, the views that the drivers are able to see. And you really appreciate how you just can't really see through the guy in front of you.
Yeah. I'm so used to driving an SUV. When I get in the cars to race, I'm just like, where's my views?
I can't see anything. Triple monitors be damned.
Yeah. Oh, VR headset, but close enough.
Tomato potato.
It's great until you get into a wreck.
Or you do the jumpy trucks.
Oh, the jumpy trucks are something else.
Another battle here. The 85 of Bowling taking a peek now to the inside of both Scott Leonard and Adam Stewart. Stewart running the top line, trying to get some good momentum out of the corner. He does so. But that 85 is not going away.
Yeah.
Look at that, all the way down to the apron, 3 wide. And normally you're sitting there, if you're Adam Stewart, you're like, man, I'm on the bottom. How am I 3 wide middle?
Right. So on this track, he's way down there on the skirt. Is that helping save tires, or is that hurting tires?
Probably hurting tires, because it's down there on the flat is the flat. There's no banking or anything to really help the car rotate or anything like that. The one saving grace is that there, a little bit of almost contact between the 4 and the 19, but it's one of those where there's so much more grip down there, it's almost better. You know, the higher up you go, the more banking there is. So, I mean, just kind of running the bottom is usually the better line.
Yeah. Just interested to see he started running that so early on, how he's going to fare tire-wise versus most of the rest of the back.
Yeah, and I mean, right now we're kind of at that stage of the race where everyone is kind of settled into about where they're going to be running. And they've all kind of found their line. Okay, this third lane up is really going to be the best line to get around the track and the best line for tires. And then the best way to pass is really what the 85 is doing. Just do something the other guys in front of you aren't, can't, or won't do. Let's get on board here with the 85. Let's see if he runs down to the bottom or what he decides to do. This time he's going to run the standard line, just right in that third lane, middle of the track. not doing too much with your tires, kind of neutral wheel. You are still obviously turning the wheel pretty hard to the left to get the car around. But there's more banking up in this section of the track than there is on the bottom, and that's going to help the car.
I'm shocked for how much issues these guys had during practice and qualifying. That you know, come green flag, everyone's like, all right, none of that.
Yeah, no, none of that. No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, just watching these guys all come out of the corner, you see the different lines all kind of blend together. Very easy to just tag that wall on exit. You don't want to know how many times I've done that.
Oh, I eat that wall. It's fine.
Me and the exit of turn 2 were best friends by the end of that speed race on Thursday.
Yeah, didn't you make your debut on Thursday?
Last Thursday at Richmond, but we can ignore my New Hampshire performance. Should have finished about somewhere between 18th to 20th, but I got caught speeding on pit road and finished 25th. So not my best run. And Richmond, I just ran it way too long and killed the tires.
It happens to the best of us.
But Daytona Thursday, that's going to be fun. Not missing too much out front, as Adam Boislert has opened up a 1.5 second gap over the rest of the field. This battle, though, for third is still raging on. Martin Plute trying to track down Ethan Amberg, who's trying to track down Ryan Shelton. And now you can see the front guys really just trying everything and anything they can do, going down to the flat on corner entry. Look at that line that Amberg's running.
Utilizing the whole thing.
Hey, he's paying for the track time. Why not use all of it? Look at that, all the way down to the grass. Sliding up there side by side, but Shelton's going to clear him here.
I can't say it's not for lack of trying.
Certainly not. This has been one heck of a battle brewing. And if I'm Boislert, I'm sitting there saying, all right, boys, go have fun. I'll see you guys after the race.
Yeah, you guys keep doing that thing. I'm gonna stay up in the front.
Three cars all under a blanket. Meanwhile, towards the back, bowling up 13 spots since the start of the race. He's now in 9th, setting his sights on the 32 of Shane Ewing for 8th. Looks like Brennan Bookwald has not entered pit road, but it's our it's the way Bookwald had exited the corner made it look like, and he kind of tricked iRacing into being on pit road, and it says he was on pit road for 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, the way Philip is running his line is also ticking over and over that he's about to enter the pits.
Yeah, there's been a few guys there that is even confusing iRacing, saying, oh, he's pitting. Oh, wait, no, he's not.
Yeah, he's way down there.
And, of course, the last few times that we go to show it, that's when he's not.
Well, you know, that's how it works.
Oh, man, Amberg, every time he cuts down that low, I think he's going to clip pit exit wall. He does slide in front of the 54. Here comes Shelton to the inside.
Yeah, does he hold it?
Now he's going to have to run the top side. That's going to let Shelton have the advantage down low. But more momentum on corner exit. They're still side by side. Amberg has the position and clears him. Slide job city as here comes Shelton up to the top. Amberg looking to cross him over. Little crossover action here as here comes Amberg to the bottom now. This is fun. Blue touches the grass down below.
A little bit of cooling on the tire. Not the grip you want, but you know.
If it helps you turn, it helps you turn. As Shelton gets in hot. Slides in front of the 14. And Quentin Sylvia has a bit of an issue.
I believe he went sideways, but he was out of the way, so no yellow.
Let's take a look here on the Tabletop Trio replay. Sylvia up on the top side, and little contact between he and the 39. Oh. Yeah, he's down on the road course outside section, but he's up running and good and back up.
Best spot to crash, I guess. I mean, else wall.
Yeah, I mean, aside from getting into the wall a little bit, that was there's plenty of room down there for you to not hit anything. So that's kind of best case scenario for the 42. Yeah, he's a lap down. Oh, the 54 gets loose. But yeah, I mean, he may be a lap down, but you know, I think he should be okay.
Yeah, no tire damage, no nose damage, no hood damage.
Yeah, I mean, you see the gap there. Boislard in the 06, 39 to Stan Hausman, last car on the lead lap. You know, there's still plenty of time for Boislard to get to the 39. So if a yellow were to come out now, that'd be honestly best case scenario if I'm the 42. Get the free pass, get the wave around, and get back on the horse.
Absolutely.
Now Philip Scott running the top side.
I mean, impressive from Scott. At some point, he was 3 seconds behind Boislard and basically a second and a half behind the 2, 3, and 4 positions. And he has battled his way right back up and is now aiming for third at this point.
Yeah, and he's really putting the pressure on the 81. And I think Philip kind of saw that and said, all right, you know what? I'm going to be good. I'm going to cool the tires down, let them get some grip there. All right, pit road score bug. Still a little confused there with Philip's line. Eric Jeffrey, Scott Leonard, both doing the same.
So close.
Because I think technically iRacing counts pit road entry as the yellow line there before everything as like the commitment line. but the actual pit road entry, according to iRacing, is right at the pit wall. That's why no one's getting penalized or anything like that.
Yeah, oh man, that'd be rough.
Up front, though, we have our first challenge for the lead. Ethan Amberg trying to catch up to Adam Boislard. That 14 is hooked up.
Yeah, boys are now having to work for it.
Yeah, Amberg really trying to put that pressure on. And we saw just the way he was cutting through the corner, fighting off the 54 of Shelton. And now Boislard sees that and says, I'm going to take your line away. Thank you very much. Most of the drivers probably about halfway on fuel at the moment. They can do about 80 laps, give or take. But you can see the estimated fuel level down there on the lower left-hand side of your screen.
Yeah, we won't commit to anything.
No, this is all pure, pure roughly 80-ish laps, ballparked.
Yeah, now tires is what I'm interested in. Oh, do we have an actual pit?
We do, but just before that, Ryan Shelton, Philip Scott actually get into it. Let's take a quick look at that one. That could have been real tight. So we'll take a look at the leaders' pit stops, but first, 99.54. Whoa, big slide there. As Jamar Dumas 15-second pit stop. Manazzi Major on pit road as well. So looks like the pit stops are starting. Nick Simpson on pit road. Boislard and Amberg both staying out for now. Looks like Tyler Cadd does duck down onto pit road. So it looks like drivers are saying, all right, 40 and kind of two-stopping this one, 40, 80, and then finishing the race. Both Major and Simpson 14.5-second pit stops. This battle, though, not quite going anywhere yet.
Yeah, it is interesting, though, because Boislard was in the front the whole time. You would think he had the line that he wants, the least amount of wear. Amberg had to fight for it the whole time. You would expect him to have way more wear on his tires.
Yeah, I think the thing that's helping him, you just heard there, is that the 14 downshifts into the corner. Let's listen again and see if he does it here. Yep, there's the shift. The 06 also shifting. Almost shifts back up early. And now this is when things get interesting. Lapped traffic ahead for both of these leaders. As looks like Adam Stewart down and away. Oh, Amberg, big slide there through 4. They'll put Mark McFadden 1 lap down in the 22 car. really interested to see what some of these drivers decide to do. McFadden says, you know what, just got put a lap down. I'm going to duck onto pit road now. As the 14 follows the 06 into the wall.
Not exactly the line you follow.
No, they just got a little too much coming at it too. Whoa, Nick Simpson goes for a ride. Great save by that 11 driver. Very excited coming up in actually about a month from this, a month from this weekend. Going to be doing the Britcar 24 here on iRacing. Myself, Nick, Jamar, a couple other drivers from Sloth Motorsports, which I think is a phenomenal team name.
I think if I had named a team, it would be Look Out. I think that'd be great.
I can dig it.
Mess with all the commentators.
There's Manazzi Major trying to put the pressure on Jamar Dumas. As of right now, Tim Branson, the first car on one lap down. As I thought for sure Boislard was pitting this time by.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, if everyone's trying to three-stop it, he's just maybe trying to bank those extra laps so that he can get just a real heavy drive out on that last stint.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best bet. Or he was waiting for this to happen. Yellow flag is out. Looks like the 22, Mark McFadden, brings that one out. Let's take a look here. Yeah, just kind of had a bit of a slide there. And nothing he really could have done about that. So easy to do into the corner. So the field catches up behind the iRacing pace car. Tim Branson will be the lucky dog recipient. So now we'll see what happens here.
I mean, I didn't know if you catch that. Down on the pits, right behind the leaders, was our newcomer, the 85. He was
I did see
16
that.
Positions up.
So Bowling making moves here.
And out first. A long drive.
So everyone takes 4 tires. Boislard remains even. Ethan Amberg, Martin Plute, Philip Scott all gain 1. Ryan Shelton loses 3 spots on pit road. Now, if we were to change that over, Bowling picked up 3. And now we'll see there was a ton of drivers who got the wave around. As you see all the drivers, you're going to see everyone now behind this pack of cars that are lined up 2 by 2. Everyone else is going to be on a straight line. So with everyone else trying to catch back up, Adam Boisler gets the green flag. Looks like a couple of drivers getting some black flags for passing. Those should be cleared by admin. But the green flag does come out. Adam Boisler is the leader. Side-by-side battle, though, for third is Martin Plute to the inside of Philip Scott. Scott to the inside. And so, some more bad luck for the 42 of Quentin Sylvia. Let's take a look to see what happened there. But before we do, here's Tyler Bowling trying to split his way up the middle. A little bit behind there. They're almost 3 wide between the 54, 18, and 52. Let's take a look to see what happened to the 42 of Quentin Sylvia. Sylvia up there on the top side. And almost very reminiscent to his harder lick that time to the inside wall. But very reminiscent to his first spin between he and Stan Hausman.
You never fully prepared for those fresh tires.
No. Especially if you're so used to the way the car was handling under the old tires.
Yeah. You get into a groove, you get into a rhythm, you get new tires, and you're like, wait, way to go.
Some great cameras here provided by our friends at Track Cams Ford Gourmets. TrackCams22.com.
They do have just great cameras.
Yeah, definitely want to get see what other stuff they've got for us here with all the track updates and everything. Up front, Philip Scott getting some pressure by Ethan Amberg. Amberg running the bottom, Scott running the middle line. And just behind them in the Dale Jr. inspired blue and white car, that's Tyler Bowling, newcomer here to TNR. And he's putting on a show, up 17 spots since the start of the race.
I believe he is currently the biggest mover.
Three wide there, a little bit for side by side there, a little further back. Plute went up real high. Yeah, our 3 biggest movers of the race right now: Tyler Bowling plus 17, Eric Jeffrey plus 13, Stan Hausman plus 11.
Some crazy moves.
And as we're saying that, yellow flag is out. Brennan Bookwald goes around. And we're under caution for our second time this evening. Through 3 and 4, and oh man, the back end just snaps around. Doesn't hit anything though.
Yeah, best case. So we were watching during practice, people absolutely drilling that wall.
And also lucky he didn't get nailed coming out of the corner too. So if I'm one of the guys up front, I am staying out. Doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter what tires are or anything like that. They all last pit on lap 53.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm Jamar Dumas in 13th, you pit last on lap 40. 25 laps now. I would assume we're ducking onto pit road. A couple of guys faking it. But yeah, there goes Dumas and the rest of the field who took the wave around last time by. They're all going to duck onto pit road. So we'll see where everyone is. So it looks like Shane Ewing is going to win that fight off of pit road. So Ewing overall loses 4 spots. Jamar Dumas in 15th, out 15th. And this here is compared to the other drivers who stayed out or pitted. So a few drivers getting sent to the back. Lights on the pace car are off. We'll be ready to get back underway just over halfway into this one. It's the English Auto 120 presented by Shane Ewing. Adam Boisler is your leader over Philip Scott, Ethan Amberg, Martin Plute, and Tyler Bowling. Bowling started 23rd tonight. Moved his way up to 5th at the halfway point. Pace car pulls in. Green flag is out. We're back racing here at New Hampshire. Field fans out. Man, they all get so close to that wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Stan Hausman goes around.
Ooh.
Huge wreck. A lot of contact there between the 4 and the 39.
Now I see a hood.
Many body parts there. Jamar Dumas involved as well. And let's take a look to see what all happened there. As it started, I do believe, with Stan Hausman in the 39. Yep, he might have gotten a little bit of help there from the 33. And then Shane Ewing nowhere for Ewing, the 28, the 92. Shoe locks him up. Just nothing that anyone could have done. Let's jump on board now with Jamar Dumas there. You see the smoke. And they're like, all right, cool, he's going to slide up. Nope. Tough break there. We'll go one more onboard view, this time with Adam Stewart. And
Oh,
everyone just kind of stopped.
yeah. I mean, that's one of those situations where if you were driving on like the highway, everything's fine. I'm having a relaxing time. Oh no, that's the hood of a car. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. We're just vibing. Oh, grandma decided to stop on 95.
yeah, like there's nothing you can do.
That's when you say, well, at least that's why I pay for insurance.
Exactly.
So Quentin Sylvia is our lucky dog recipient. Has a lot of drivers just getting sent towards the back. Stan Hausman coming back out onto pit road as well. And we'll re-rack and do this all over again. 70 laps in the books. Adam Boislard has led all 71 laps tonight.
Which is crazy.
We'll see if Philip Scott has anything for him this time on the outside. Field comes into the restart zone. Green flag is out. And Boislard again gets a great start.
It's like he's got a little bit of extra throttle in that pedal.
And oh, as we say that, yellow flag out, Shane Ewing has an issue. So we'll re-rack and do this one all over again. So they go green. They're 3 wide and all. Ewing missing the TV panel on the back of his car. Just doesn't have the downforce he was expecting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how much is that little back bumper doing for you back there? I guess a lot.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot more than you would really assume. So 32 goes around, and we're back under yellow once more.
Yeah, I guess that's one of those things you always assume. Oh, front bumper, that's gonna be your main. Like, oh, that's gonna be a problem. But you never think, yeah, back bumper. So we've got some pits.
Yeah, a couple of guys heading down pit road. Tim Branson, Quentin Sylvia. Sylvia, the lucky dog recipient, so I'm sure he's just coming down and able to pit this time through. His 4 drivers towards the back of the pack. Ewing gonna try to get that back bumper slapped on the car.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna be able to do that.
Let's see, because there goes McFadden around. The leaders are just coming out of turn 4 now, so they should have more than enough time. And if I'm Shane Ewing, I'm all right. I'm sitting there 7 spots till the start. Yeah, I should probably start rolling now. As he does
Clockwork.
beat the pace car off of pit road.
You got him queued up on the mic.
Just kind of knowing, okay, this is where the pace car is. Pit road speed is 45. Pace speed is, is probably about 50. So once you hit the start finish line, that's probably when I would start getting going.
I know we got a broadcast delay, so you can't be cheating.
So missed in all the hubbub is looks like Martin Plute moves up a couple of spots. He's in second now. Philip Scott back down to third. Boislard has led every lap so far.
Let's see if Plute gets the pole.
Boislard again wins that jump.
Yeah,
That's going to let Philip Scott get back down low.
I think his
Trying to
pedal
hold off
just has,
Shelton.
like- I think his pedal just has like a 1/4 of an inch extra throttle.
He has been very quick. Oh, trouble in the back. Steve Bivacqua gets turned. Everyone able to keep it straight. No caution. Let's take a look to see what happened there with Bivacqua. It looked like a matter of a couple of guys just kind of going to the same place at the same time.
Yeah, I think they forced him straight, and so no caution.
Yeah, so he just kind of came up. Buchwald was there, and yeah, no one stopped. They just kind of kept going.
Yeah, keep that thing going.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
That's one of those. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just make it look like you're leaving a note on the parked car that you hit. You're fine. 3 wide now for second. As Bowling trying to make some moves here. And Ethan Amberg inside of Ryan Shelton. This battle here is for fifth-ish. Amberg does push up a little bit, almost gets in the Bowling.
Bowling with a little bit of a power slide on that one. It's got a little bit of a reprieve.
Just trying to get a little bit more heat into those tires. Man, some great battles up here in the front of the pack. Also, another good battle here is Adam Stewart trying to put the pressure on Matt Allen. This is the fight for 12th. And it looks like Ewing's crew has been able to get the back bumper reattached to that 32 Shane sunscreen machine.
That's good news all around. Although I guess most of it's bad.
Just a couple of tire marks, it's fine. Philip Scott now trying to take a look around the outside as clouds roll in. Track temp is 102 degrees, so not a whole lot of grip. That's why drivers are trying to go everywhere they can to try to find something.
I was going to say those clouds are probably very welcome.
Certainly as a fan, I would appreciate that. Let's take a look now at the weldsclothing.com through the field. Adam Boislard, not much else you can say but domination. Led every lap so far. Started first, currently in first. This battle of cars is heating up. Martin Plute in second. Ethan Amberg just behind him, battling it out with Philip Scott in third-ish. Philip Scott in fourth. There's Ryan Shelton just behind them, side by side with the newcomer Tyler Bowling. Bowling there, biggest mover of the race, up 16 spots since the start of the race tonight. Currently in 6th, started 22nd on the field. Jeff Dillon just behind him, having himself a good, quiet race. Currently in 7th. Bryce Hedgecock in 8th, +6 from where we dropped the green flag. Second biggest mover of the day is this guy here, the 133 of Eric Jeffrey. Currently running in the 9th position, having to fend off the 16 of Tyler Cadd. Cadd started in 6th, currently running though here in the top 10. And then just behind this group, there's Mananzi Major. Started 12th, currently in 11th. And then Adam Stewart currently in 12th, started 21st on the field. So Stewart, one of the other bigger movers of the race, +9. He's actually the 4th highest mover in Shaker tonight. Stan Hausman is 3rd, 11 spots to the good from where he started, currently running in 13th position. A couple more drivers taking a look here. In 14th is Matt Allen with Mark McFadden +5 here in the 15th position. Just behind him, Shane Ewing, not having the night he was hoping for. Started 7th, currently running in the 16th position. And just behind him is Steve Bevacqua. We saw him and Brandon Buchwald get together coming out of turn 2 a few laps ago, able to keep it all straight. Bevacqua down 4 since the start of the race. There's Nick Simpson in the number 11 machine, currently in 18th. And the aforementioned Brendan Buchwald in 19th. Jason Shue currently running in the P20 position. But one driver who just kind of wants this race to end is Quinton Sylvia. Spun twice. No caution either time. And I'm sure Sylvia's just saying, all right, guys, let's just get this thing finished and let me put it on the truck and go home. Started 8th, currently in the 21st position. Tim Branson a little bit further back in 22nd. Scott Leonard 23rd. And Jamar Dumas currently out of the race in 24th position. And that is tonight's weldsclothing.com through the field. Make sure you check them out online, weldsclothing.com. There is Adam Stewart in the weldsclothing.com machine. Hausman getting a good view of that.
He's been having a string of bad luck the last few races, so good to see him out here making some big moves.
Yeah, I mean, he's +9 since the start of the race, is Adam Stewart. And look at him putting the pressure on Mananzi Major there. .29 laps remaining here at the Magic Mile of New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Beautiful, picturesque racetrack there in New Hampshire. Was lucky enough to go to a race there quite a while ago. I want to say 2016-ish. May have to take another trip there, especially since they announced that this race will be in the fall of next year. See some nice trees and whatnot, then go watch cars drive around in circles.
Ah, yes, nature. And then not nature.
Nature and NASCAR.
It's some N and N.
From N to M&M's is Ryan Shelton getting some pressure there from the 14 of Ethan Amberg. Shelton up top. Oh, they get real close coming up towards that turn 4 wall. Now Shelton riding the bottom. I think they found a little bit of grip down there. Track temp has lowered with those clouds down to 99 degrees. And if you want to see where the championship Type 5 drivers are, Martin Plute gets real high. He made a snag the wall a little bit in the middle of 1 and 2. But Adam Boisler, our points leader, currently leading the race. Ryan Shelton, P2 on the standings and in the race. Philip Scott down in 6, but everyone in the top 5 in points in the top 10 currently. As, trouble out on the racetrack. Looks like Brennan Buchwald and Jason Shue got into it.
It might have been a bad one.
Oh, he and the 3 just came together and that's not ideal.
Oh, there's that dark smoke.
Let's take a look again on board. I think 96 just had a much better drive out. He did, and just kind of tagged together. So a tough break there. Let's go back to live action. As looks like everyone jumping onto pit road.
Yeah. That checks out his last time he need to be out, right? Might as well.
Yeah, at this point, everyone kind of doing their thing.
20 laps to go.
Yeah, thereabouts. Working on lap 97 at the moment. Jason Shue, the only driver who stayed out. And Ryan Shelton, first one off.
Really?
9-second pit stops. So 2 tires for the 54.
That's good to say. That is not the normal. We were 15s-ish all race.
So Ryan Shelton did a 9.3. Martin Plute 9.6. Ethan Amberg 9.3. Philip Scott 10.3. Tyler Bowling 10.1. Hedgecock 9. Cad 9. Adam Boisler 15 seconds. So Boisler first car on 4 tires.
This is going to be the first time all race he's going to have to work his way back up to that lead.
So that is certainly going to be interesting now because Jason Shue is our leader. He was just involved in that incident.
It's one of those things. Does he have? I mean, he should have tires. He should be fine. He's just going to be at a disadvantage.
Well, I mean, looking at this, the last time he was on pit road was lap 65. So he's on 30 some odd old lap tires. This could get interesting here as they get up through the gears. Watch for the tire spin as the green flag is out. Jason Shue does get going. But we'll see here as the field spreads out. As, Adam Boisler goes around. Eric Jeffrey there as well.
Unfortunate.
And that's what happens when you get just kind of mired back in the field. I mean, look at this cluster already. As the 6 and the 16 come around. Oh, the 133 plows into the 16. Oh, the 06 broadside. Jeez, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, plus side for Boisler, it looks like he really didn't take too much damage.
Now let's take a look to see what happened from the view of the 4. Everyone just kind of came together, and whoa boy. Everyone dodging around that one. That was something. Let's get one more view of that. Try to get one more this time of Eric Jeffrey, as he's just all the way up top, and the 16 nowhere for him to go. Then he had a little help from the 42. That might have helped him avoid some more carnage, though.
Yeah.
So Adam Boisler back in 16th now.
I wonder if Shu's going to drop down and pit, or if he's just going to stay out.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's in 4th. And no, he is staying out. So he knows he's good on fuel, and has he saved enough tire to stay up towards the front.
From lap 65 to now, how many caution laps have there been?
I mean, I'm sure there were enough. Yeah. So in those like 40 laps.
Yeah, how many are actually laps? 20?
Yeah, 20, 25, something along those lines.
So we got about 15 half laps, as you have called in the past.
Yeah, so I mean,
so it's like 33 lap tires basically at this point.
Yeah, which I mean is still pretty old, all things considered.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe he has just enough save, but we'll find out here as the pace car pulls off. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Shelton is going to lead them to the line. Now we'll see what the cluster is behind these drivers, as we're side by side. Jason Shu sliding over, letting everyone go. He does tag the wall a little bit.
I guess that answers the tire question.
Yeah, probably not a whole lot going there on those tires, as we have now 17 coming to 16 laps remaining here at New Hampshire, as Jason Shu snags the wall again. Quentin Sylvia gets a black flag for too many incident points, as he may have gotten into Jason Shu there, as Shu also given the black flag. Meanwhile, out front, the field is catching Shane Ewing. He is one lap down, and just not in a great spot as he's able to pull over and let the leaders go. Ethan Amberg, new fastest lap of the race on 2 tires.
Looks like Bavacqua went around, but was by himself, so no caution.
And he gets the dreaded meatball, as there's the yellow.
I believe that was
Guess Barney the flagman was caught sleeping.
Yeah.
So let's find out. Here is the 36 of Bavacqua. Let's find out what that 4 wide does not work. Oh, hard lick. Yeah, I think Barney the flagman fell asleep, because that is very clearly a slow car on the racetrack.
Yeah.
And was the yellow just, yeah, the yellow was just from Bavacqua getting back rolling. So now working our 7th yellow of the evening. I'm assuming no one else is gonna pit. Martin Plute, oh, very closely almost pits.
It's interesting. It wasn't flagged, but Boislard's night going from bad to worse ended up getting spun around again as that yellow was called.
Let's see if we can't find what happened there to the 06.
I thought I caught the tail end of it. I looked back.
Oh!
Yeah.
That might have been what the caution should have been for. And that is some heavy, heavy damage, too.
Just bad to worse.
Let's see if we can't jump back on board with the 06. Or at least with the 46 right now. And all, just a little bit of net code and... just terrible luck for the 06.
Where's the wrong place, wrong time racing?
Honestly, tonight he's the captain and flag bearer. So definite championship implications there as Adam Boislard back in P20. Ryan Shelton on the front row. So we'll have a 12-lap shootout here. Pace car pulls off. Field back on the loud pedal yet again. Three wide just behind them, and Ethan Amberg rather goes around. Little contact from Manazzi Major. Whoa! Jason Shu almost clocked the 14.
Yeah. Talk about top 5 implications.
Yeah, that just went from Ethan Amberg to, maybe able to catch ups on the 06 to, well, the 06 may be able to open that gap away from the 14. Let's see what happened there. If the yellow wants to actually show up for us. There we go. Yeah, 14 just got up into the 18 and nowhere for Major to go. Let's see if we can't find what happened to Manazzi Major here.
I was going to say 3 wide is pretty, and then here we went.
And, oh, man, you just watch the gap close.
A little bit of front damage there for him, too.
Now Ethan Amberg able to duck down on the pit road. I'm sure he's going to take 4 tires here. That'll be his final set. So he is going to take 4 tires and fuel.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of damage fix.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like 4 or 5 seconds worth. Somebody with a hammer, just real quick.
That or they just, get the gas man to suplex the hood and it'll be fine. Still one of my favorite clips is the Xfinity race in Portland from a few years ago. A guy comes in, basically gives the people's elbow to the hood of the car.
Fantastic. I love this videos of picture.
It's like, all right, Jerry, we need to get some more weight and we need that hood pushed down as quickly as we can.
Yeah, now's your time.
All right, boss, I'm on it.
You used to be an offensive lineman. Get in there.
Slap the elbow, go in for a dive. So we'll see how this one goes. Green flag is out. 7 laps remaining here at the Magic Mile. Ryan Shelton leads over Martin Plute, and here comes Tyler Bowling on the bottom. Bowling chucks it in. Looks like Ethan Amberg is getting the black flag for incident points potentially, as we'll have another yellow.
Looks like shoe went around.
Let's take a look to see what happened to the 3 car. Yeah, 19 there and nowhere. I wonder if Shu just kind of didn't realize the 3 was where, or the 14 was there.
Oh,
Yeah, 14
like
got in the
Amberg
wall.
Actually, yeah, it looks like he tapped the wall.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, I said it earlier, but I wasn't expecting this many moves. Adam Stewart, currently P6.
Silently moving his way up. And I mean, look at the top 10. Tyler Bowling plus 19.
Yeah.
You know, Adam Stewart plus 15, Stan Hausman plus 15, Eric Jeffrey plus 13. I mean, the misfortune, yeah, I mean, the misfortune of some guys is the fortune of others. Philip Scott, the only driver in the top 10 who hasn't advanced his starting position. And he went from 3rd to 4th.
Big move.
I mean, some could even say washed losing a spot like that. So Shane Ewing, our lucky dog, he's going to get his lap back. Now some other guys towards the back. Manazzi Major, Quentin Sylvia all on pit road. Both of those drivers actually serving black flags, you can see. So this is going to get interesting. Not quite overtime yet, but they'll get 3 to go when the green flag drops. Believe there are 3 attempts at overtime should we need it. Pace car pulls off. Green flag is out. Here comes Ryan Shelton on the loud pedal.
Yeah, man, that bottom line has just been getting jumps all night.
Plenty of grip there for the leaders. Here comes Bowling down to the bottom. Martin Plute gets a little squirrely. That's going to let Shelton jump out. And now we're side by side for the lead. Or for second. Bowling running the bottom. Trying to make up ground as best as he can. He's going to slide through 1 and 2. That's going to open the door for Martin Plute to get ahead of him. Bowling falls to the clutches of Philip Scott. Scott right on his back bumper, and the yellow flag comes out. We're going to see overtime.
Branson?
Yeah, it looks like Tim Branson had an issue. There he is in the black, white, and pink 92 machine. And 06 got into him. And around he went. Let's take one more look at that. Able to keep it off the wall, though.
Yeah, which is, I mean, more than half the battle.
Yeah.
Is this the second week in a row we're gonna have double OT?
Yeah, I think it might be. 10th caution of the night. Or at least one overtime.
These finishes in this league have been nothing short of spectacular all season long.
I mean, I genuinely think I've lost count on how many photo finishes there have been. Because this racing has been phenomenal. I mean, heck, as a little feather on our cap, TNR was even focused on the official iRacing social media for our finish last week at Richmond.
That was a fun one. And maybe we'll do a repeat. Who knows?
Was certainly surreal hearing my own voice when I turned on Instagram. And then hearing me make the call of the race. So the lights on the pace car are off. Ryan Shelton is our leader. And Joe, you're saying the bottom's been getting a good drive off. Shelton takes the top this time.
That's a very interesting.
Martin Plute chatting from second place saying, Bob, are the cameras ready? I think the cameras are ready. The real question is, are you ready? Pace car brings the field out of turn 4. Overtime is here. Green flag is out. And we're back racing here at the Magic Mile. 2 laps to go. Plute down to the inside, bowling insider. Side by side for second. As Plute and Philip Scott jostle for position. That's going to let Shelton open up about a 0.2 of a second advantage. Rolling the middle. White flag is in the air one more time around. A couple of cars grab the wall on exit of 4. Now Plute running the apron. Trying to get a good drive off. He's going to have to fend off Philip Scott as they're side by side. Trouble behind them. We'll keep it here. Into turn 3. Plute into the grass to help him turn. Not going to be enough. Checkered flag is in the air. Ryan Shelton is going to win at New Hampshire.
What a...
Absolutely incredible. So Ryan Shelton gets the win over Martin Plute and Philip Scott. Shelton Shelton rather drifting through 3 and 4. That's one way to celebrate a win. What a finish. What a race. As Ryan Shelton burns it down.
What a crazy finish. I mean, we expect nothing less from the league at this point.
No, certainly not. It's kind of already assumed that you're going to get a good finish here in TNR. As Shelton continues to burn it down. Well, I guess he has enough tires to do that. But Joe, I believe you've caught up with our third place finisher, driver of the number 99 machine, Philip Scott.
Hey, Philip, congratulations on the podium finish. It was a crazy race out there. We had a nice long run, and then the chaos ensued with the cautions. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, so it was it had a lot of everything. It had the long run, it had some chaos, and I'm lucky that I was able to make it out in one piece. I felt really fast, but the problem was everybody else, like the top 6 or so, were really fast. So it was hard to get any ground because you could like pass somebody and they'd pass you back, or like and so most of the time I just didn't want to burn my stuff up, so I just kind of laid back for a while. And because the way in this car, I mean, this car handled, we just did this on Thursday, this track, and the O'Reilly car's way slidier, burns up the rears a lot more. So I just kind of treated it like a road course long run, and just kind of took care of corner exits and everything. And uh, obviously, you got to search around for grip and stuff too. There's so many different lines to take. You can dive it way down into pit road, and there you can find a ton of grip there. And it all depends on like your entry and your like trail braking and exit. It's very interesting, the different lines you can take here. And but yeah, it was a fun race. It was pretty exhausting, but I'm glad I was able to get a P3 out of it. I felt like if things just went a little bit more my way, I felt like I had this pace. But yeah, all those guys up there are really fast, and so it's a lot of fun battling with them.
Absolutely. Now, when Boisler spun out, and then you see Amberg spin out, where you're like, oh no, there goes the front of my next.
Yeah, I was kind of worried. Um I guess, yeah, I thought, I don't think that one was my fault. I think it was just with Ethan, because I went, I try to keep it as low as possible, but I think Bryce might have not known I was down there, which is fair because it was right after the restart and I just had a good run, and so I just sent it down in there. But um yeah, and but I think if we had like a 10-lap run at the end, I think Jeff in the 52 would have had us, because he was the only one he was the first car on fresh tires, or on all fours, because a lot of us took 2. Um, so yeah, that would have been interesting to see how that would have played out. And I think Adam Stewart also had 4. So yeah, it was a really interesting, fun race.
Absolutely. And before we let you go, I'm sure you got some shout outs for us.
Yep, obviously, Obstacle Factory. Go to obstaclefactory.com and check out some obstacles. And yeah, go to pretty soon I'll be posting my 2026 sort of portfolio for my freelance graphic design. So if you go to @ninjaphil.design on Instagram, in probably tomorrow. You'll see it. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
All right, that's Philip Scott, our third place finisher here at New Hampshire. And now I'm now joined by our second place finisher, driver of the number 81 machine, Martin Plute. And well, Martin, man, what a race. Talk us through that overtime. Do you think there's anything you could have done different to try to get to the back bumper of the 54?
No, he just was better. I am notoriously terrible at starting on the front row, so I don't think there was much I was going to do to get him unless he messed up.
Now, kind of talk us through the race, especially there towards the end of the race, where it kind of felt like it had a long green feel, and then all of a sudden, cautions breed more cautions. How does that affect the momentum, especially when you're up there and you've been fighting for, within the top 5 pretty much the entire run?
I mean, it was just like I said, I can't start on the front row to save my life, so having to do that 4 or 5 times there at the end was uh not good, not fun. Um, so that was really the big thing. I mean, I can't save tires to save my life either, so having that taken away was nice. Probably the only reason I finished kind of up there. I probably would have finished 5th, 6th otherwise.
Now, kind of changing gears, looking ahead to next week, going from here to Daytona, obviously 2 vastly different styles of racing. What are your thoughts there, aside from it's probably going to be a crapshoot like super speedways typically are?
It'll be fun. I don't know. Sometimes they're crapshoots. Sometimes, I mean, when you have the same people winning every time, there's some skill there. There's some educated guessing that goes on. So I don't know. They're always fun. I have fun with them. Got a good group of people I usually work with, and um, Ethan, and you know, we'll see if Ryan lets us tag along with him and Stan. Um, so it'll be good. I mean, I always have fun on those, so it'll be nice to get back to that.
Awesome. Well, Martin, before we let you go, I'm sure you have some shout outs. So let's hear them.
No, thank you guys. Thanks for broadcasting. I thought we'd get you a photo finish again tonight, but I was just too slow at that. And thanks for everybody here. Puts us on, Philip and Stan and Ethan and everybody who does a good job. And yeah, no, it's a good time.
Awesome. Well, Martin, congrats on the second place finish, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week after Daytona.
See you guys.
All right. That's Martin Plute, our second place finisher tonight. And I believe...
And you moved me right back.
This is why I can't have nice things.
We're doing it live here.
And now I believe Joe is caught up with our winner down in Victory Lane, Ryan Shelton.
Hey, Ryan, congratulations on the big win. Started P2, crazy race. Kind of go through everything what happened with you there.
Yeah, I mean, the first run was probably some of the most fun I've ever had on iRacing. Us just battling back and forth. Adam's leading in clean air, but we're all just jockeying for position left and right. Just trying to figure out something. And after that, it was kind of weird because then it would just seemed to be more just who survived. um, and Adam was probably the fastest. I was probably fourth or fifth if that race went green. But just being right place, right time, and picking up those 2 tires there at the end really, I think, solidified it. You know, I just happened to get past Martin right before that lap 95 ish. Yellow came out, and then we all just took 2 tires, and I think that's what gave me the win, was just being able to be there with 25 laps to go, and we had 4 or 5 restarts in that time, so there was never a chance for him to mount a rebound. So sucks for him, but I think he was faster. I think Ethan was faster. Philip was probably about the same speed as me, and Adam was by far the fastest in the field.
Yeah, with all the restarts going off, did you kind of expect, okay, there's one, and then I'll readjust, or was it kind of like, okay, there's one, there's definitely going to be more? I have to kind of keep a game plan.
So New Hampshire works in a very weird way. You either don't get a yellow or you don't get a green flag run. Um, and this is sort of both. I figured after the first one, if we just get one, maybe two, and that'd be it for the rest of the night. So those first two, like I was trying to get track position, but also kind of saving. But after we got those two, once we got to like 95, that yellow, after that it was just short run speed. Don't worry about saving. Just go all out. Um, and then from then on, and then also I had to make sure to keep changing up my restarts just a little bit here and there. Almost money shifted once, and that would have been rough. Um, but I mean, other than that, and I almost lost the lead because of that one too. Um, but yeah, it was a bunch of just changing things up.
And with the last restart, we kind of noticed the bottom line restarts seemed to be crazy all night. They were getting just jumps over and over, and then we noticed you picked the top. What was the reasoning for that?
So I just wanted to keep changing things up for everybody because I didn't want them to be able to just like pick one line or the other. Um, Plus, also it put Martin on the back foot with Philip. I know Philip's quick. Philip's gonna dive it in no matter what. Um, and so it because of that, I knew that I had to kind of get Philip to get beside Martin so that he wasn't able to clear him. And if he couldn't clear Martin, or if he couldn't clear Philip, he was never going to get to me. So that was a game plan there. Plus, also, when I was restarting on the bottom, it was really weird coming from the bottom and then trying to get to the top. Because like the right front tire would lift up, and I was scared that I was gonna spin my tires a little bit and lose it and slam into the wall. So let's pick the top.
Well, it makes sense. Before we let you go, I'm sure you got some shout outs for us.
Uh, Thanks for the league for hosting this, and thanks for y'all for putting this on.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week.
You'll see me in 3 weeks. I
3
will
weeks.
not be here for the next 2 weeks.
Unfortunate. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's Ryan Shelton, our winner here tonight at New Hampshire. And let's take a look now at the final results for tonight's race. And I definitely want to give credit where credit is due. One heck of a finish for Adam Stewart. Adam finishes P6 plus 15 on the start of tonight's race. So Ryan Shelton does get the win over Martin Plute and Philip Scott, with Jeff Dillon and Tyler Bowling rounding out our top five. Adam Stewart just barely edges out Bryce Hedgecock for sixth by about 25 1,000th of a second. Stan Hausman comes home in eighth, Matt Allen in ninth, and Scott Leonard in 10th. Shane Ewing bounces back to finish in 11th, with Ethan Amberg falls back to 12th. Tyler Cadd in 13th, Tim Branson 14th, Mark McFadden in 15th, Adam Boislard in 16th. He fell all the way back there after having some issues and being caught in the back of the pack after another yellow in pit stops. Jason Shue in 17th, Eric Jeffrey in 18th, Quentin Sylvia in 19th. Nick Simpson rounds out the top 20. 21st is Manati Major, Steve Bavacqua 22nd, Brennan Bookwald 23rd, and Jamar Dumas rounds out our 24-car field. Adam Boislard leads the most laps tonight with 97 laps led. Tyler Bowling gains 17 positions to start the race, and Ethan Amberg has the fastest lap of the race at a 30.560. Well, that will just about do it for us tonight. Next week, next Monday night, taking the series to Daytona, cannot wait for that. You can check it all out right here, right around 8:30 Eastern on the Tabletop Trio Podcast Network. So for one final time, I'm Bob.
I'm Joe.
And this has been, excuse me, this has been the English Auto 120 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Have a great night.